All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today, second round pick Emil Andrae gets taken 54th overall by the Flyers here. And honestly, if you do not know who Andrae is, I will explain that in a minute, but I think this is a very solid pick for the Flyers. It seems like they've been trending these last couple years of taking these very, younger, smaller, left-handed puck-moving defensemen. That's kind of what Andrae is really looked at here. He's 18 years old, from the Swedish Elite League, 5'9", 181 pounds, 40 games played, 11 goals, 27 assists for 38 points, and a plus 12, as I said, with HV7, one of the Junior 20 League, and he led all defensemen in points in that league as well. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, he's 5'9". Well, he plays a very physical game. He's very broad. He seems like he pinches a lot at the blue line, and he will make that pinch, and it looks like he can do it very well, as I've been seeing now on Twitter with a bunch of these highlights and things along those lines. But again, I think this is a very solid pick for the Flyers. He's looked at as a power play quarterback, a minute eater. Sounds like a guy like, Ivan Provorov. That definitely is something that kind of rings a bell to me, at least a little bit, because again, Provorov playing that power play quarterback, definitely a guy that literally since the start of his NHL career has played over like 22, 23 minutes a night. Alexander Alpiart on Twitter, if you did not follow him, I highly suggest you do. He had him as the third best defenseman in this draft. That is definitely something that you really want to keep an eye on. One thing is too that was a little bit surprising, to be honest with you. The Flyers did not take a Swedish player at all last year, which is kind of a little odd because it seems like a lot of very good players come out of Sweden, but they did not take one last year. They take one this year in the second round. As for some of the rankings for Andrae, he's been honestly bounced around really all over. Pronman had him at 32, Wheeler had him at 21, EP Ringside had him at 52, so around the range of where the Flyers took him, and then Smart Scouting had him at 19. So he's been looked at as like a mid-20s to early second round to late second round player, and he really just fits into the late second round. This honestly could be looked at as a steal for the Flyers in a couple years, but we will have to wait and see for that. But again, I really do like this pick. From what I've seen from Andrae, I've heard some very good things about him. As I said when I talked about the physical game, this right here is from my draft, or my NHLdraft.com, excuse me. This is from Joki Nevalainen from Dobber Prospect. He said Andrae is undersized, but he plays a more physical style than his bigger counterparts out of Sweden. He doesn't back down from any situation, and he's not afraid to play the body when it's needed. Chris Peters, he said, with high-end offensive instincts and poise with the puck, Andrae is a defenseman who doesn't meet the prototypical size standards by any means. As for Cam Robinson from Dobber Prospects, he said creative, shifty, and intelligent, throw in strong edge work and deceptive speed, and you've got the recipe for success for an undersized defender. Can dance out there. So again, it seems like that a lot of these guys have looked at him as a very good puck mover. He definitely is, a guy that you can, again, power play quarterback is definitely something that, the Flyers have really looked at as they've been taking these last couple years, as I said. Obviously, you can really also throw Gossespierre in there as well. So, this is definitely something that I like if I'm a Flyers fan. And then again, I don't want to just rule off his physical game, especially with the size and things like that. I don't want to just look at his size and say, oh, well, he won't do anything. It could be looked at as a high-risk, high-reward pick for some, but I personally don't think so. I think this is a very good pick for the Flyers. We will wait to see what happens here later in this draft, because again, there's been a couple trades so far starting out in the draft. You had Matt Murray going right to Ottawa for that second round pick, and then you had Nick Bonino going to Minnesota. There was a couple other teams swapping picks and things along those lines, but again, I think this is a very good pick for the Flyers. As for NHL players he's being compared to, some have looked at him at like Jared Spurgeon, guys like Kimmo as well. I kind of see a little bit of Mikhail Sergachev in him from Tampa Bay Lightning. So we will see what happens with Andrae. I think this is a very good pick for the Flyers. Let me know what you guys think below on this pick. Let me know if you think the Flyers should do anything else, maybe make a couple trades. As I said, they do not have a third-round pick, so I will have a video covering all these picks later on tonight. And then me and Amadeo will also have a podcast breaking down a bunch of the picks that the Flyers made, and definitely some more NHL news as well. So remember, guys, podcast, articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.